Hello, everyone. You know, Petey, what I want to know is did everybody get the memo about what to wear? Because we match. We did not plan this, everyone.
Okay.
And it just happened. Well, everybody, welcome to readings with the Tarot Lounge.
Hello.
Are we allowed to call you Petey?
Absolutely.
Okay, because I can edit that
Because
out.
you just did,
Well,
right?
I won't edit it out. And I'm TarotStache. Thank you for being here. Do all of the YouTubey things, like, share, and subscribe. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, press the thumb, press the fun, press, if you don't like it, press the thumb twice to make sure that we know you really don't like it. Right?
Little extra.
I've never been extra.
Me either. I am just boring, very low key. Very low maintenance. Very low maintenance.
Oh my gosh. So the Tarot Lounge, their link is below. All of the great stuff. The link. Petey has a link tree because she is all that. So that you can do all sorts of things. And I did get a link tree, but I haven't posted it yet because I haven't populated it.
Okay.
So I'm learning. See, Petey, you learned me something.
Well, that makes me happy. You know, I love that. That teacher in me, that I'm so proud of you. Very good.
Thank you. It's very good. It's very good. And do you do private readings for people?
I absolutely do. I do private readings. My email is pdreadstarot@gmail.com. So if you have any questions, you can shoot me an email and I'll get back to you with prices and whatnot. So
I also do private readings. Send me an email with reading request in it. My prices are going to increase in 2024. So now's the time to contact me. So there we go. Petey.
Yes.
Petey and I were on, Petey joined me for a casual last month. Can you believe it? It's been that long.
It's been a whole month. It's been far too long, my friend.
It has been far too long. And if we get enough people who like and subscribe to us, maybe I'll invite Petey back for some more readings.
I would love
maybe we could get you to, come along with some other people. So
I would love to. Of course I would. I would love to do that. That sounds like so much fun. I haven't read in a group in a long time.
Oh, and by the way, this show is being simulcast on multiple channels, so you're not going to see all of the chat. We do. We know what you're saying. We know how to time you out. We know how to get rid of you if you get rowdy. I'm looking at you. You know who I'm looking at. So, but anyhow, yeah, I like reading a whole lot. It's fun. I'm very fortunate to be able to read with a variety of people. It makes me very happy.
Well, may I ask you a question about reading? You
may.
Tell me because I've never really read in large groups of people, and I've seen you on a lot of different programs where you've got like maybe 60 or even more than that sometimes. Readers all reading together. What is that like? Like, I want to know what it feels like, and I want to know what are the advantages of? I mean, do you see what I'm saying? Tell me about it.
If you're asking me what it's like to host a live where there's lots of readers,
yeah,
it's really chaotic. And, some of you watched last night's Caffeinated and Unfiltered. And one of the things that I am doing now is I am actually, when I have more than 4 people on, I'm assigning a question for people to answer.
Oh, okay. I see.
So I understand. That I'm pairing people up or I'm putting people in threes because it's faster and we get through more readings.
Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah. So, yeah. I think that's really cool. Oh,
Yeah.
Hypnicity is here. Hi, Hypnicity. And Fogo Pogo is here. Hi,
New
Fogo Pogo.
subscriber. Yes.
Outcast 420, Amy, Indrid, all good to see you guys.
Very good to see you.
Yeah.
And so the other thing too is that is I like to schedule time with readings with people whose energy works well with mine. And by works well, it doesn't mean that we have to read the same thing, or
Okay.
we because sometimes people can answer the same question in different ways, but it still answers the question. And I like it when that works out.
Well, and one thing that always fascinates me is that readers can pull the same cards, but get a totally different message,
Yep.
but both very relevant to each other.
Yep.
That's always, that synchronicity of that is so amazing to me. So
Absolutely. Yeah, it's
yeah,
great. Did I answer your question?
you did.
Okay. Yeah, and Jane the Seeker, who is here, said, or a different part of the story, and that's happened a lot.
Mm.
I think it's great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, like it just keeps expanding. That's why I asked you that question about reading in a big group of people, because I could just see everything, everybody, the whole question expanding that way,
Yes.
So
Yeah. Thanks for the question.
yeah.
How about we say hi to some people,
Okay.
and then we can start taking questions. Outcast 420 is here. Indira 72. I'm also going, if I don't put everybody up, it's not that I don't like you. It's Amy is here. I'm just trying to get caught up on the questions. Fogo Pogo is here. Joyful Journey, Hypnicity. And Peacock Rainbow is here. It's good to see you again. They've changed their name. It used to be Flower Beauty. Peacock Rainbow is a
Oh,
great name.
God. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You remember Flower Beauty?
Yeah.
Yep. So Flower Beauty is now Peacock Rainbow.
Oh, well, Peacock Rainbow is beautiful.
Yep. Yep. Hypnicity is good, or is here, and Barbara is here. Hello, Barbara.
Hi, Polly. It's good to see you.
And Deanne, Blue Crescent Tarot is here.
Hello, Deanne.
Jamie, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path. She and I are on later today. We are doing the hashtag Tarot 5Ws.
Oh yes, I saw Jamie with you on your grounding video.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful person. I like watching her read, and the other reader that you had with you there.
Medium Betsy Palmer.
Loved her too. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rose Blue said we color coordinated. Jane the Seeker is here.
Petey. Jane.
PD. Oh, that's funny. Book Bewitched is here. Hello, Rossi. Yeah, Karma. Choke on coffee. Yeah. Oh, that throat chakra knew what was that was a lie, Gerald. Oh man. Chris Elemental Cartomancy is here. Chris is going to be doing overly complicated readings with me on Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Chris is an amazing reader, and I'm going to be using my circle punched cards. And that'll be the first time that I'm actually going to do a second camera so you can do an overhead view.
Oh, nice. What
Yes.
are overly complicated readings? I know it sounds rather simple, right?
Yes.
Am I overcomplicating things?
No, you are not overcomplicating things, but these are, I have circle punched tarot cards.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've kept the circle and the punched card, and then I pick from a different card and put it in there. So you have, let's say we had the devil and the 3 of swords together.
Okay.
So it's just basically like layering another card on top of another card, but I have overcomplicated it because that's me. So.
Hashtag overachievers.
Hashtag overachiever. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that. Barbara said, you have 1,000 people in the room? Question mark. Do we?
Do we?
I don't know. Coyote is here. Coyote Rosenbaum.
Okay.
Starla is here. Hello. Is that my Starla? Are you my Starla? And just getting through. Just looking. There you go. I like her already.
Oh, bewitched. Thank you.
Peacock Rainbow, I did not see your question pop up. And Fogo Pogo, which is Kaylee, said most of the time all of the readings relate to each other. You can't make it up. Yes.
Agreed.
Yeah. So don't forget to do all the YouTubey things on both channels.
Thank you.
So that's very helpful.
Please, it helps me out and helps Gerald out a whole lot.
Yeah. And Rose Beauty or Peacock Rainbow said, yes, it's different aspects of the same question from different readers. Yeah, it's great. Hi, Uncle Polly. Good to see you. We are beautiful. Just saying. So Beth is here. Aspasia Rising. Yes.
Oh,
hi. Oh, there you go. Mars 54 said that's what I love about readings from several folks. Yes. And stay tuned, people, because I have got something planned about that. So, Barbara, I got your message. We're here. Let me put this up. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Questions in caps. These are for entertainment purposes only. No readings on politics, finances, health, or third party. If you want to ask something about those, we'll do some energy around it as it relates to you, but I'm not going to tell you where to invest your money. I am not a financial advisor, nor am I a doctor or a lawyer. So you got that. Anything else you want to add to that?
I wish I knew where to invest my money. I keep investing it in cards.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Just okay. I cannot see your question, Peacock Rainbow. And Karen Starseed Awakening, who is going to be on my channel with JJ from Tuta Speaks. We're doing another round of light language readings, or we're calling them channeled light language channeled messages for private read or personal readings. So
okay, nice.
And all right. Love it. Rose Flower is here. This is great. So lovely people are here. And so here's a question for you. What decks are you using?
Well, you know me, and I will never get over this as long as I live. I will use this little teeny tiny old generic Rider-Waite deck.
Smith,
I
yes.
have used this till like the point to where these cards are just they're disintegrating.
Oh, and Petey, that's great because I was watching Chris from Elemental Cartomancy answer the Tarot 5Ws, and he really likes the traditional RWS, the Rider-Waite Smith.
Love it's just as you know, I've learned off of it. It's just like it's a and I like to throw in there something like, okay, so I've got these spirit animal cards. These I like to do stuff like that. I've got some of those, and there's this one by Colleen Baron Reed or Colette Baron Reed.
Colette Baron Reed, yep.
I love this deck right here. I'm not sure exactly. Let's see. What is it called? It's called the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I love this. So I like this deck right here. This really, these messages, I get a lot out of this. And it's kind of surprises me. And when I first looked at them and started working with them, I thought, oh, I'm not going to get much out of this. But I do get a lot out of them. It's kind of the simpler, the better for me.
Yeah.
And then there's one more deck that I'm really interested in. And I believe that this is This one really gives me very accurate answers. It's called, I believe, the Gypsy Oracle.
Oh,
And it looks somewhat, and it's like I believe, somewhat like a Lenormand deck. I'm
oh,
not
of course.
familiar with them, but it gives you one word on them,
Yeah.
sort of a thing.
Beth, Aspasia Rising said, I love that Oracle too, Petey.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's a
So,
nice one. So
so
I use those sometimes too.
great. Nalani Hypnicity said, I love your backdrop, Petey.
Oh, thank you. I'm all about a tapestry these days.
Oh, good. Of course. Of course. Okay. Peacock, Peacock Rainbow, I got your question. And all right. And okay. I don't even know why it happens. Sometimes it's the wording. YouTube does weird things. So, and Beth said, I'm making Bodhi a poached egg for lunch. Bodhi is their not spoiled, totally dog, canine friend. All right.
Well,
Yeah.
Bodhi's eating better than I am today because I haven't ate any lunch.
So questions are closed at this point. So we've got 15. I've got 15 questions highlighted. And everybody, please make sure you stick around because you never know what might happen. We will do these in random order and try to be as concise as we can. So I do like to give preference to people who I've not read for recently. So if I've read for them and PD hasn't, PD may be answering on their own or leading.
Okay.
If that's okay for you.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Okay. Outcast 420 asks, will I start a new family? But then Outcast also asks, will my daughter have a safe birth of my grandson? We're going to focus on this one, Outcast 420.
Okay.
I think the other one is a great question. Actually, that would be really nice for a private reading. You could get a whole lot of insight because of that. So
absolutely. All right, let's see what we got for you, Outcast.
So I feel like I should have music in the background or something like that. Overly complicated.
I used to do that at one point in time. It was kind of nice.
Yeah, and because the zon of because YouTube does weird things, and it's like, okay, I don't want to do that. So,
all right, one more Outcast, and then I'll be ready for you. I've got 2 cards here. Okay. So, Outcast, what I got for you is I pulled the 5 of Cups in reverse here, which tells me that you are trying to leave some things behind. Some tough things, some situations, maybe some things that don't serve you anymore. Is trying to leave those things behind. And you are wanting to move past this conflict here with the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords generally represents maybe disagreements or some sort of not seeing things eye to eye with people. So I see that you're wanting to leave that in the past. 5 also represents change for me. So I do see change coming for you, particularly in regards to that topic. One thing that Spirit is telling me to have you focus on with the 7 of Cups in reverse here, it's like, well, you've got all these decisions that are ahead of you, right? You've got all these possibilities, and I can see your mind turning. But one thing that I learned last night, I watched a documentary. I was telling Gerald about it. It was called Stutz. And it was an amazing documentary. It's on Netflix. If you guys, I learned about it through Andre Carr.
mm-hmm.
But one thing or Khan, I'm sorry. One thing that I learned is sometimes when we sit and we think on things, we don't get things done, right?
Yes.
And so with that being said, try to focus on one thing and just do little things towards accomplishing that goal. You have to try, and I believe it doesn't have to be perfect, right? But it has to get done, right?
Yes.
So it's in your hands, my friend. That's what I got for you.
Yes. Better finished than perfect.
Correct. Because
Yes.
I'm always looking for perfection. That's one of my problems. And because of that, I never get anything done.
Oh.
So Spirit's teaching me a big lesson about that. So I'm just sharing with you. Yeah, yep.
If I had the ability, I would put it on, on yours. So Outcast. Oh, Outcast. What I got is I got more yes than no. However, here's the thing: there is an adventure available to you, and there's a playfulness about it. And to be honest with you, it doesn't necessarily feel it's going to be a biological family. It's going to be a family that helps to balance and offer help and support and when is needed. Because right now, I think there are some things that are going on, perhaps around you, where you're trying to navigate through this creative endeavor, but people are taking away your power and your joy. And it is an important thing to don't get caught up. Did you get the Four of Cups, or was that?
I got
Did
the
you?
Five of Cups, and then I got the Five of Cups, and then on the swords, I think you got a Seven of Swords, and I got five of Five of Swords and
Yeah.
Five of Cups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got the Four of Cups and the Eight of Swords. So part of this is you really needing to create that environment that works for you.
Agreed.
So Outcast 420, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Outcast. It's lovely to see you.
Yeah. Isn't perfection the enemy of the good?
It couldn't have been spoken better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Mousy said, Gerald, have you thought of putting one of your quilts in the background? I have, but I'm also looking at how I can rearrange my setup. So,
Ooh, you're a quilter.
I am.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have a quilt that I need to finish by Friday.
Okay. I'm sewing my tarot bag holder, and that is taking me forever. So a whole quilt, oof,
Nice.
work.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
Preface,
everybody
effort.
who I've missed coming in, apologies. Oh, Karen is so sweet. I love Gerald's private readings he gave me, on point and well worth the money.
I agree. I've had a few personal readings by Gerald, and they're very helpful and spot on.
Yep. Well, thank you. Listen to me.
Yeah. Yep,
So,
they are.
sometimes it's about that
it.
connection, and the energy is different in a private reading than doing it live, because there can be more depth.
Very much. Very much so.
All right. Kaylee is here. Question: I've been struggling lately, having insomnia, feeling very anxious, irritable, and experiencing a lot of body pain, especially in my neck. I'd appreciate any messages for me. Thank you. And Kaylee also said, I've been told there is a message for me, but I've been struggling or with listening and being able to meditate to access it. Any help is appreciated. Okay. So I'm going to put that original one back up. So.
Okay, Fogo Pogo. Let's see what we can get for you. Oh man, I got 3 major cards here. Okay, let's see what we've got. So, Fogo, what I got for you here is Spirit saying that a lot of times the injustices of the world take up a lot of maybe can infiltrate maybe sort of your thought process a little bit with this. You know, if something is bothering you externally and with friends, maybe family, things like that, you know, obviously it consumes energy of yours,
Mhm.
and it's like it somewhat gets in the way of maybe what could a message maybe that could be coming for you,
Mhm.
because it's like the focus is on other things. But what I got here is that you're going to get some help through some sort of system, or maybe a book, education. It's like you're searching for something and listening for something, but you're trying to figure out what exactly it is you're searching for and listening for. It's like, it's a message, but it's sort of like grasping in the air with your eyes closed. And what this is going to do is going to bring you a little bit of clarity. It's going to open up your eyes for you so that you're going to be able to see what's coming in, right? And then look what you got. The Chariot. You're going to be able to move forward. How nice is that? I love that. So, have those eyes open for information, that you're seeking, and books and knowledge and things like that. And it will come to you. If you seek it out, it will come to you. And just try to set this stuff aside, because they're always going to be there, right? Those
Yeah.
things will always be that way.
Yeah.
So I think you're very empathetic.
Yes, and
So
Kaylee did say, yes, I'm very prone to that. Also, very sensitive to the collective, and that definitely feels what it feels like. Oh,
I
good.
agree.
And Chariot card has always represented me in readings I've done for myself. So thank you. Well, that's good.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Kaylee, what I'm feeling is you need to solve the problem, how to change the perspective of what's going on. This is the Hanged Man, and with this card comes a shift in energy. And think about the story of Odin, hung upside down from the tree in order to get enlightenment. There's a pause here, so you've got to figure out. You've got to. I'll just say it, Kaylee. Give yourself a freaking break. If you're changing and all things are coming in, you've got to give yourself a break, because it's different. It's like learning a new language. You have to learn the basics, the alphabet, start with simple words, keywords, and then allow that to come through. Because I also have, I think you need to avoid going overly slow and being isolated. It feels very much like you need to be around more people who are going through the process as well. So,
I
and Kaylee said I'm impatient. Well, yeah. Yeah.
I
Well,
think
and
that's
go
oh,
ahead.
you go ahead. I think that's going to bring, like you said, a lot of enlightenment to her, especially if she's in a group, because she's going to be able to say, I'm going through this right now. I can't get a message. And the
Yep.
other people are going to be like, well, yeah, I totally understand. So it's kind of like supporting each other.
Yes. And here's what to do is as you're working on balancing things, be around people who are going to support you and help you.
We both
This
pulled
is
that justice card.
yeah, you like that justice card?
We both pulled it. I pulled it
Oh
too.
yeah, we did. We did. That's so right. And see, you cannot make this stuff up.
You can't
So
make it up. And look
yeah.
what I pulled. Buy the book. I
Ah,
was talking about with the Hierophant, and then I pulled this oracle card for you, and it's by the book. I mean, it can't. And look at how the elephants are in a group together. I think that's great. So I think that would help you out a lot.
yeah. And Michelle Marie, who is here. Hello, Michelle. Said Gerald is spot on with the Rahu energy in your chart, Kaylee. So, and so that's good. And said yes. And thankfully they have Tanis and Jen to support. So that's wonderful.
Nice. Good, good, good.
Thank you for that great question.
Thank you.
And
good luck to you.
Definitely. I'm just cleaning stuff up. So.
Hypnicity says lots of solar activity affecting lots of empaths. I believe that right now.
Thank you. Oh, I am so jealous. Kaylee lives about 15 minutes from Tanis. So, Tanis, by the way, Tanis is on that live that I was talking about before, the reticular activating system.
Oh, okay.
Great
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. Scorpio Mama, questions are closed for today. And Helen, you're sweet. I won a book, Butterfly Are Free said, I won a reading with Gerald. He told me a lot, and some happened in just one day. Thank you. That's great.
Nice.
And Mars 54 said, learning to stop holding on to all collective energy, allow them to flow right on by with compassion. Major healing lesson for me this last few months. Good for you. Very good. Very good. So, all right. Okay, there's somebody asked a question. Okay, Peacock Flower asked Gerald, if something negative shows up for the future in one's tarot reading, can it be changed, or is it destined to happen, like in Vedic astrology, where we do certain remedies to reduce the effect? What do you think of this, Petey?
So the type of person that I am, I do not necessarily believe that anything is like it's set in stone. That's just my personal, and it's all about the belief that you have within yourself, what you're telling yourself. I believe that there's hope for anything as far as and energy. It's all about what you're putting into it energetically. If you're focusing on it in a good or a bad way, I believe that you attract what you're kind of putting out there. So in my opinion, I don't believe that it's indefinite.
I think simply by asking a question, you change the energy around the question and what's going to happen. So I think that is you can influence things differently. You can also influence the way you respond to situations. Because how we respond to a situation, if we handle it differently, it could definitely be it may not have as much control over us. So
and another thing that I've kind of learned too is to go with the flow and not fight against things so much. And if it's something that is I have to just accept that's going to happen, that I'm not looking forward to, well, I just sort of have to accept it and say, okay, these are the things that I can learn from it, or look at the positives of it. So,
and my good friend Matt O'Brien is here, and it's, can the future be changed? Good question. The short answer is yes. The longer answer is yes, it can be influenced in the direction that you want through a variety of means. So there you go. Take that one to the bank.
Well, and just think about how many situations up till the last minute, like voting, for example, everybody's vote counts, and up till the last minute, it all counts, right? So yes, I believe so. Right.
And Beth said, for me, free will rules. If you get a warning for the future, avert. That's my feeling.
Agreed.
So Oh, you know, and just saying, all of the best chatters are here.
Oh,
Things, so
hashtag
this is
best
great.
chatters.
Yes, hashtag best chatters. All right. All right, just getting caught up with the questions. Oh, and Mars54 put in, I'm developing a couple of things from my reading the other day with Gerald, Karen, and JJ. That's great.
Nice.
That's great. All right. Again, we are doing these in random order. So, Rose Flower, are you here? And I'm going to do this thing that I do. Rose Flower, please pick up the white courtesy phone. Rose Flower, please pick up the white courtesy phone.
You and Jane with your phones. Every time that you guys ring that phone, I feel like a toddler. I'm like, ooh, the phone's ringing.
And Rose Flower is here. And
Hello, Rose.
Astrological Tarot, Michelle Marie said, the future can be changed if we change karmic debts, can be mitigated with remedies. Yes. So Rose Flower would like a general reading.
All right, Rose. Let's see what I get for you. We have some wand energy going here. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I pulled all wands for you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. Rose, maybe right now you're feeling as though that you're under a little bit of stress right now, and that you're looking for some strength. Okay, with this Nine of Wands card, it looks as though you're sort of looking up into the heavens, you know, sort of saying, I need strength. I've got a lot on my plate here with this 10 of Wands card here. But what I see for you in the future coming up is the Seven of Wands, which is that's sort of that victory stroll through town, right? Like after you've been through battle, after you've went through the tough things.
The victories. Yep.
Yeah, so it's like you're going through battle, you're wrapping that up, it's sort of at the end of its cycle with, you know, the 10 of Wands and whatnot. And you're finally coming to a place, Spirit saying, let Rose know that it's coming to a stop finally here, and you're going to receive the rewards of sort of the endurance that you have put through, and whatever it is that you're working on. It's not been easy. It's been tough. You've had to spend some, time, energy, resources on whatever it is that you're working on, and your time is coming. So with that 7, you're also going to have a newfound confidence that you didn't have before. And it's like, whoa, there they went. And the oracle card that I just pulled for you is a leg up. It means that you have help, you have divine help, and you also have help here as well through friends, family. So if you need to lean upon somebody, it's okay. But you're getting there, and you're almost through a cycle, and you're getting ready to enter a new one. And this new one is going to be, you're going to enjoy yourself.
Nice. Rose Flower, I did post a question. Are you seeing family soon? I'm curious about that because I got the 6 of Pentacles reversed. You're not. Okay. And so part of it feels to me like with this is your generosity is waning, or the opportunity to give freely is not flowing as it has before. Now, whether or not, and I ask specifically about family because here in the United States, we have Thanksgiving this week where a lot of families get together and it can be very stressful. I'm wondering if instead of giving things away, you should be keeping things for yourself a bit. I'm also feeling is there is a sense of worry, and this is the 5 of Pentacles. So a sense of worry, perhaps about money or feeling like you're on the outside of something where you don't fit in. This card comes with the warning of don't forget to get up and look around a little bit because there is other opportunity there. And I also got the 7 of Cups reversed, which to me, Roseflower, says, get your head out of the clouds. Stop dreaming about doing things and do it. Mm-hmm. Because, and I picked a Radical Abundance card. I love these cards. The Radical Abundance card for you, Roseflower, is understanding. Nice. This says, as you understand what's going on, as you slowly look at things and understand or seek to see what's going on, you're going to have an understanding, and that understanding is going to give you the ability to connect differently with the energies that are going on. And by the way, I would say be careful. And, while I'm not doing a health reading, Roseflower, I would say take care of your body. Make sure you're eating correctly. And make sure you're doing all of the things that you've been told to do. So, Roseflower, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Let us know how that was for you. And all right. Okay, Barbara Ratty, right? Yes. May I have a message? I'm kind of on the struggle bus and the words come, but then this was also the would like a financial reading as well. Well, we can do, Barbara, if you're here, please let us know. And we do appreciate the feedback. And Roseflower said that reading resonated. Thank you very much. You're very welcome.
You're welcome.
And Foxy Roxy is here. Just came in. Sorry I'm late.
I love that name.
Slow morning moving. I get it. So, Barbara, are you here? Check in for Barbara. She's going to make me do the phone, right?
Do it.
Barbara Ratty, please pick up the white courtesy phone. Barbara.
The next time that if we get to use the phone again, can I say, Barbara? I want to.
You can. I will unmute you while you do that, but it may not be a Barbara that we're reading for.
Well, sure.
Okay, I don't see Barbara. Barbara, if you're getting this back a little bit later, pop in and say hi. We'll keep your question there. Anne is here. Hi, Anne. All right. All right. Beth is here. Aspasia Rising. Do you see me moving out of Lincoln soon-ish?
Ever-ish. I love that. Later-ish.
Later-ish. Ever-ish.
Oh, Aspasia. Let's see.
And again, for entertainment purposes only, blah, blah, blah.
Aspasia. Moving. Oh, I do actually. Ooh. Soon. I got the Magician. That's like kind of like that new beginning magical energy that's coming through with that new fresh start, right? Where it's all the feel goods of moving. Let me see what else I get here though.
And it's also the power to create the opportunities for movement too.
Yep, that manifesting and the candle in the hand, isn't that like manifestation and
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah. Let's see what we have here. Hold on. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting that Gerald was talking about, you know, reminded me with the magician that with the power to create, because what better creator than the King of Cups, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a very creative person. All the water energy around them, uh, and I see that, but I don't know as if it's necessarily going to be soon, because I'm thinking sooner rather than later. I'm maybe you know, with but not, it's not here yet. It's trying to come through, but it's not here yet. And please excuse my purple fingernails, as I have just colored hair the other day. So so the Wheel of Fortune is coming through, is trying to get through here with the cycles of things and push it through. But it's just not quite here yet. So I think it's coming.
Yeah. Beth said fire movement, and the magician also is Mercury. And
Okay.
so
Got you.
that makes total sense, Petey.
It does. Okay. Oh,
So
I didn't know that the magician was Mercury. See, this is why I love to read for people, is because I learn things.
we learn together. I love it.
Right.
I love it.
I love it.
Beth, I got a more yes than no about moving. And I think it feels very much like something is going to be finishing up in Lincoln soonish, later-ish, or ever-ish. Something's finishing up because I have the 10 of Swords. So it's over. It is time to move on. I'm wondering if there is an opportunity for you to be moving closer to family, because I have the King of Cups and the Six of Cups.
We did it again.
Yeah. King of Cups. There's an opportunity to, I don't know, if you need to be near to be able to help somebody, to help create new memories, something along those lines. There also could be an opportunity for you to be able to support somebody who is going through a lot of things. You can be available to help as people are struggling with things, you know. And then again, I got Justice and the King of Pentacles, so I got two kings here. So you're definitely you're in control of things, and it's going to certainly be on your terms, is how it feels. So, and she said yes, near the grandbabies. There you go. Cannot make this stuff up. Yep. So all right, so thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Peacock Rainbow is here, and then Hypnicity is next. So so Hypnicity and Peacock, if you can please let me know that you are here, that would be great. And do you want to do the phone for Peacock Rainbow? All right, you ready? All right. They're here though, but here. Peacock Beauty or Peacock Rainbow. Sorry, Petey. You have to unmute yourself when we do it the next time.
Okay.
No,
I'm sorry.
I didn't realize that.
It sounded so good too. I was really
well,
on
of course it did. So, all right. Rainbow or Peacock Rainbow is picked up. So, question: need to ask my guides what to do to get more energy and how to heal being disoriented in the morning. Okay.
Peacock, you know, just a message that's being channeled to me for you, just without my cards, is water. I, you know, just make sure that you're drinking a lot of water for entertainment purposes only, right? That's what I'm getting there. But hold on.
This is going to be the show. I'm going to rename the show. The show Petey drops cards on the floor. The jumpers.
Listen, they're jumping out of my hand. I know they're jumping out of my. Do you know when I do this that I can't hardly keep the cards in my hands?
Well, they want to talk, so I pay attention.
I know they're like screaming at me. Gerald.
They're screaming at you.
Okay, let's see. What does Peacock Rainbow to get more energy? A little light exercise might help you too. A little movement.
Get out and about. Yep. Travel
out
a bit.
and about. Visiting too. Hold on here. It's kind of talking to me about a friend here with this. It's like talking with people, expressing yourself. It's like I feel this big ball, and it's like I'm feeling it right here in my chest, and it's like it's wanting to kind of come up and talk. So I feel as though that self-expression is huge for you. And just having a friend that you're talking to about what is going on with you is going to help you navigate through it. Because it's like you do have some questions here, and it's like the person you find sort of this calm sereneness with talking to other people, and it's like a need for expression. So whatever you can do to help express yourself, especially through words, and even that sometimes isn't always talking to other people. However, I did see that for you. It might even be journaling. Gerald and I were talking about how when you write, how much of a connection it makes between the mind and what you actually do. It really brings it into fruition as far as in your tangible world. So writing might also help you as well get some clarity and help you with your disorientation.
Yeah, because Peacock Rainbow is asking about what about feeling disoriented in the mornings. Just make sure that there's nothing medically wrong with you, seeing a doctor.
Yeah.
And here, okay, I'm going to be direct with this. Part of the disorientation in the morning is a result of you are doing a lot of things in when you're sleeping. So this is the Tower reverse. You're getting a lot of the lightning strikes, and it is really important for you to go, okay, you can work with your guides and say, I need to be rested, rejuvenated, and not disoriented. So set that boundary with them. You've been doing this for a long time. This is the strength, the 8. And so you've been trying to work on your own about this. I think what would be very helpful is for you to tell your guides, you need to be clearly focused in the morning. So whatever they're doing, they need to do some sort of adjusting with that. The other suggestion that I have for you, Peacock Rainbow, is figure out what you need to do. Before you go to bed, figure out your priorities for the next day. Because that way you can see them and then you can start working on them. This is the Ace of Swords reversed. And to me, this is not being able to take the new action. So instead of trying to figure it out in the morning, figure it out the night before and write that down.
That's good. Yeah, that's good advice. And it's interesting because the moon card, I mean, I think you're spot on here because, I think it's all happening at night, and it's almost like the two dogs they're just sort of kind of active, see how active they are. And I think you're doing like these spiritual maybe even like astral travel or something along the sorts there.
Yeah.
Something, but there's a lot of energy going on at nighttime.
Yeah.
So I agree.
Yeah. And Michelle Marie said we do yoga, asanas, and very other mantra practice in the morning to ground and focus ourselves. So all
I'm
right.
learning the importance of physical activity, how much it really affects the mental. So
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Peacock Rainbow.
thank
And
you, Peacock.
yes, I feel awake at night and full of energy. Okay. And I know hypnicity is here. They said yes. So hypnicity, I'd appreciate any messages from my guides would like for me to pay attention to. And then Coyote Rosenbaum 91. So if you can let us know. And by the way, Beth said, thank you both so much. I did a reading on this last night for myself. The three of us are seeing the same thing. Thank you. That's good. So
Thank you.
that feedback is really important. Oh, Peacock Rainbow, I think they're both beautiful. I think they're both beautiful. So you get to pick your name. So because I will adjust. So hypnicity is
Okay, hypnicity.
go for it.
Well, I'm not quite there yet. I'm almost there.
Well, I'm trying to rush you, right?
Oh, well, I'll get on with it.
Get on with it. Goodness.
Okay, hypnicity. Okay, so I got to be fair, and what I see, and I hate it when I get a glare on these cards, but I'll try and turn it to the side so you can see it.
Works.
So with to be fair, also, it's not, fairness isn't always about being fair to others and giving to others and giving everybody else sort of the balance. It's about giving it to yourself a lot of times too, in order to be able to give to the world, right? And I think that hypnicity, you're one of these people that is a very generous person and kind and wants to help and wants to change things. And sometimes when we are in the middle of that, we sort of somewhat forget ourselves in it. So to be fair comes along, reminds you that on one side, you have all of this that you're doing that's wonderful out in this world, right? Helping others and spreading that love and light. But over here on this side is you. And you have to give that to yourself as well in order for everything to balance out right here. And it's saying time for a nap. You may need a little bit of a break. You may need a me day, self-care. Go go do what makes you feel good, right? What helps you balance. And I don't know if you've been just tired and exhausted lately, but when it's saying that when you are able to balance things out a little bit more, then you find the hidden treasure. You find the hidden treasure, and everything seems to come together more full circle, and you get more out of it. So that's what I got.
That's a great reading. Nalani said, equally and equitably are two different things. So as you were saying, and Nalani said, I need balance in my life. I am exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because I have from your guides, they've got you thinking about a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Seven of Cups. What are the things that would make you happy? What are you looking at? What could you be doing? What, dreaming and fantasizing, instead putting your physical needs first, holding on to the resources that are around you, not just your physical body, but your environment and your finances. It feels very much to hold on to this, because when you take time to recharge, you actually get your power back.
Mm-hmm.
And then it becomes solid so that you can move forward. Because I know you want to keep giving things away, What's the saying that a lot of people to mention? Pay yourself first. And you know, it's also very important to remember, you can't give anything to anyone if your cup is not full.
Mm.
Yeah, and Nalani said, I have a lot of balls in the air. Yep. So and so the radical abundance card that I have for you is fantasy. What this says to me is sometimes it's great to be able to go, ooh, what would it be like if? What would it be like if? Sort of like this. Ooh, what would it be like if? All new things start with an idea in a fantasy. What would it be like to wake up fully refreshed, to be able to give generously? And then what do you need to do in order to have that happen? I think that's really powerful.
I
So,
think so too.
yeah. And great. Thank you, Nalani. Woohoo. Okay. And okay. And yep, that resonates good. Thank you.
Good.
All right. And so this will be the last question that we have for today, because we're at our hour. And Mars 54 said, so true. Got to fill your own cup first, then let it flow outwards. Yes. Yes. So do you want to unmute yourself? I mean, Coyote's here. So
I'll just say it because I just like the way that
you got to do it with the phone. You got to do it.
Okay. Let's see if I can figure it out.
Okay. Well, when I start the video, unmute yourself.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Coyote Rosenbaum 91. Please pick up the white courtesy phone. Coyote, please pick up the white courtesy phone.
Look at that. Just for you, Coyote. Finishing it up. Love that. All right.
All right. Let's see what we get for you, Coyote.
Yeah, and it was perfect. So
they're on the floor again.
Of course, you got to pay attention to those, right?
Okay, let's see here.
Oh, and Beth said, wow, great radio voice, Petey.
Thank you.
Great voice out there.
Listen, I've been itching to do that. I sometimes do that when I watch you and Jane, and I'll just be there and I'll be like, please pick up the angel phone.
There you go. I mean, All right, Coyote, I'm going to go ahead and start because I have the 3 of Pentacles. This is, the work that you need to do. Keep showing up and doing the work because this is... Oh, hi. Welcome back. You disappeared for a sec.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like, well, bye.
Well, weird things have been going on over here, so it doesn't surprise me. Please go ahead.
So, Coyote, the work that you should be focusing on. And so keep focusing on it and do the work. And because... okay, so I have the Hanged Man reversed. Stop trying to mix things up that are already working well. If it works and you are able to do it and it's helpful for you, keep doing it. So this is an important thing. It feels like you may be making it more complicated than it needs to. And then I also have the Knight of Cups reversed, which says to me, you're not being enthusiastic and emotional about what you're working on. You need to lift that up a bit as you're working on it. What'd you get, Petey?
Well, this is very interesting because what I'm seeing here is it's like there's this new beginning here, on the forefront. But what is required from it is sort of leaving a structure, like somewhat of a structured way of thinking behind, and tapping more into a creative way of thinking where
Oh,
uh,
okay.
where creative, emotional, looking more into that versus looking at how to's of things and following what uh, this this is, so I don't, and it's saying to let go. It's saying to it's sort of like in one of the, I guess, things that I could compare it to is in dance. When how there's a dance that you're doing maybe and you're very rigid when you're doing it, but when you really get into the music and you just sort of let go, and just like kind of let it flow, that's what it's telling me here with you. It's like whatever is standing in your way that's causing you not to be able to progress forward, just set it aside, leave it behind. It's not necessary.
Sure.
And it's saying that this beginning is a very creative, emotional one for you, one where you're going to learn things in that realm. And here you are as the Page of Cups, and it's going to bring a whole new level of fun, friendship, socializing, those sorts of things to your life. It's just rather enriching. It's sort of like art in movement in a sense.
Mhm.
Is what I see, and it's very connected to the emotions. It's very much so like you're going to have the feels about different things, and it's good. It's really good to feel that and go through that. It's opening up doors for you.
And I think that's great, because that enthusiasm is needed, because you don't necessarily need to change the way you're working. Instead, you need to change how you feel about what you're working on.
I agree.
So, Petey, this has been incredible. Thank
I
you.
loved it. I loved it. Every minute of it. It was
Yeah.
great.
Do you want to pull a collective card for everybody as we're for the rest of this week?
Absolutely. Let's see. Oh, well,
A
I already got
collective
it.
card has decided that it wants to come out.
I've got one already. Imagine, look at how beautiful that is. And
Ooh.
that just piggybacks off of talking about creativity and talking about letting yourself flow. And like Gerald said, everything starts as an idea, right? And I think it's great to find that place, especially in the hecticness and the busyness of all the holidays and whatnot,
Yeah,
to
you got
stop for a second and take a break and let your mind unravel in that sort of creative, imaginative sort of realm. And for me, it's always at night before I go to bed. Well, sometimes it's all throughout the day in this crazy creative mind of mine, but but at night is particular my time, and I think find your time. Set aside 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes a day just to let your mind imagine and think like you did when you were a kid, right? So there's something to that. There's an energy to it, and grasp it, embrace it, and use it to your advantage.
I love that. So the collective message that I have is honor. Honor who you are, honor from your ancestors and your surroundings. And sometimes the best way to honor is to keep your mouth shut and to allow all of the drama to move around you. Don't pick up that craziness.
Mm-hmm.
So, and so that's what I have for you. Petey, what do you have coming up the rest of the week?
This week I am just doing Thanksgiving sort of things around here, so I'm getting all that ready. But I'm going to be doing pretty soon. I'm going to be doing a reading on Bruce Lee.
Oh,
So
really? Okay.
So we're going to be looking into Bruce Lee. Deanna and I will be on Deanne Shield Maiden's channel, so be looking forward to that. Thank you.
And everybody, please go over and like and subscribe to PD. Remember, I'm TarotStache. Please like and subscribe there. In just about an hour, Jamie, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path, and I are doing a back and forth where we are answering the hashtag Tarot5Ws. So that'll be fun. And Coyote said, my feelings, a cup is a vessel that can always be replenished. Yep. And make sure they are replenished. PD, if you want to read 2 interesting books, I would suggest Remembering the Future, which is an autobiography of sorts, and The Map.
I will look into both.
Both fabulous. So thanks for being here at Outcast 420. We will say, and they're both by Colette Barron Reed.
Okay, nice.
So
I like her.
All right. Everybody, thank you so very much. Please have a wonderful rest of your week, and thanks for spending time with us.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Bye.